Good morning, telephone world. Um, yeah, I thought I'm gonna see if Stella took my chair. She even tried to come over the arm and got herself high centered. It was really funny. And then I thought, I'm just gonna let her sit there today while I talk. Well, for a minute. She probably won't stay doing it. But I wanted to show how cute she is because she's so cute. um, anyways, yeah, today, no power all yesterday. And then all of a sudden my power went back on at like, I don't know, 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night or something. Must have been on for an hour. It wasn't very long, obviously. I thought it was back on for good. And the whole time, too, I kept thinking, oh, everybody's dealing with this. I'm not the only one. But no. Life kept going. Twitter was still everything was still going outside of my house. I don't get it. I don't understand what the hell. Okay, well, she's really boring, huh? I've got the most wonky system to set my phone on. It is, I don't know. People must buy all sorts of professional stuff to do this kind of thing. I'm not that. But anyways, yeah, the power was off. So then I get up this morning and I think, oh, I'll get up and, go sit and do Twitter or something. And everything's back off. No, nothing again. And the people next door to me and stuff, they still don't have power. So I can't really just sit and whine because I don't have internet. But my phone even being out here, so it's not like I can even call anybody. I mean, I can play records. I didn't really want to get up at 5 in the morning and start jamming on records. So I went through all my drawers. It's amazing how much you find something and stick it in a drawer. Anyways, I do. Some people maybe they don't, but so all my drawers. It's like I don't have a very big kitchen, anyways. This is a little cabin, and the drawers are all like mini drawers, and they don't open all. It's weird kitchen, and so I just all of them become like junk drawers. Junk for this, junk for that. I don't even know how I organized my junk drawers because it was just seemed random. So I cleaned out all my drawers. I got all my toolboxes out and I laid everything out and started organizing it. I feel so much better. I got it really organized in the kitchen. Oh my gosh, under the sink, all my drawers, everything's organized. My toolboxes are organized. Now I've just got a whole bunch of shit sitting out waiting for me to figure out where to put it. Everywhere, just stuff. But I got nothing but time. Nothing else to do. Who knew? Could miss watching Lifetime movies so much. I really think I stopped. I think it went off in the middle of one too, because I feel like this is something that I tried to explain to people, but I don't think. I think I'd have to talk to somebody else who experiences it to have them understand what I'm talking about. But oh my gosh, I am so forgetful. When forgetting something and feeling like it's incomplete, like when somebody interrupts me, like I was talking about, and I'm telling something that seems super important to me, but my brain's always going. And it seems super important, so I'm telling them, and they interrupt me to tell me something, and then I don't remember. I'll just keep having this feeling like something's incomplete. I didn't finish something. What was I doing? What was I saying? And it's hard to get rid of that. It's weird. I used to always would have to watch a movie, even if the movie just sucked. I would just keep watching it. Like I had to complete it. I had to see what happened. Then I think somebody told me, I can't waste time on stupid movies or boring movies or something like that. I thought, "God, why do I? Why do I finish it? What a waste of time. It's always a disappointment. You know it's stupid as soon as you start it, so what's the point?" And so I have stopped. Now I have about a zillion movies I start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. It's so, oh man, plus now, well, there's just, I don't know, this is just the weirdest year. I know it's weird for everybody in all different ways, but for me, just being to a new place and being isolated, not knowing people, and then having a lot of stuff to do, which I love having projects. I love creating. I love making stuff that, that would be, in my ideal world, it would be traveling and creating and socializing and dancing and listening to music, sitting by the water, looking up at the stars. Like, it just seems like most of us are just simple, We don't need a lot to make us happy. We don't need all the things that they have told us we need to make us happy. I just think, it's just weird when you think about how many people will change their face with surgery to try and look like someone else. Like, so many people are just not happy with anything, not happy with themselves, not happy with anything. I think, it's all going to change. There's going to be stuff just like this, is going to make people appreciate so much more all of this. But yeah, for me, it has, this has just put me into this, only thing I can think of is it just reminds me of the monks, where they just, they're up there in the mountain and they're just focused on healing and growth and connecting with spirit. And I just feel like that's what my past few years have been, because it was already like that before I even moved here. But man, and then when I moved here, I thought, oh man, I'm so healed, I'm so together. Oh my gosh, I've gone through so much and I've done so well, I've conquered it, I didn't kill myself. And then all this stuff happened and it's like, oh my gosh, I had a lot more stuff to work on. I had no idea. It's really fun to do stuff and then discover different parts of yourself. And I think that will be a fun thing for people to just discover who they are. Because, yeah, so many people just don't know who they are. They're just all part of the system. What's weird, too, is I was thinking about, like, actors and actresses, right? And I was thinking, when I was making that movie with my brother, and, ruined movies forever for me, but when they keep doing that, they got to shoot this scene, like, oh my gosh, a scene, they'll just keep shooting it from every angle, do this angle, do this, say this way, all that stuff. And, like the director seems like their main thing is the whole story, something. But, in order to get a movie made and stuff or funding, you have to put certain things in, be controlled, right? And, CIA owns all this stuff. And CIA is not what we think. CIA is, it's like the people who are against us on the CIA. They aren't for, the betterment of mankind, that's for sure. But so when they have to, it seems like so complicated. Like, It's all about what they're marketing and they're selling and stuff. But I was thinking about, these actresses, and they're just like, oh wait, I think I can do it better. Just give me another take. I'll do it, And the director's just like, okay, moving on, and doesn't care. And this actress, she goes to school, she studies, she wants to be this this great actor. Like it means something. And then you go in and you're just a puppet for this cabal organization to control the people. Yeah, we'll put you in our movie, and so many people, they don't even know, because they're just going in and shooting scenes. They don't know what the movie is going to look like at the end. They have no idea. They're basing it on, they read a script and they liked the story, or they were drawn to a character, and they really want to, bring something to that character, whatever. And but then it isn't about their acting or any of that stuff. It's just about this manipulative story that they're trying to control the people with. And then, in order for these actors and actresses to continue getting parts, continue getting money, continue even having an okay life. I mean, from what I understand, Hollywood's got no problem killing you or killing your family if you don't stick to the script of what they want you to do and say. And I just think, like, how many of them are waking up now to that they were a part of this, this huge trick over human beings. This, like I can see the word and I can think of the word. It's a much better word than what I'm being able to say. But I think, I think you get what I'm saying. It's just, that it was such a huge trick on all the people and everyone who participated. Like, I think there could be some journalists that don't know. I think there's a lot of people who don't know the depth. Like, there cannot be this many people who are so willing to just sell their freedom out. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's got to be that there's people who are hiding their own crimes, or they're protecting their families. There's got to be more to it. I don't think that all the actors and actresses knew what they were doing. I think they really thought, like, oh, I'm going to be a famous actor and I'm going to make money and I'm going to, stuff. I don't know. It's just like, kids who are good at sports when they're a kid, want to grow up and be in the NFL. All the stuff. If you can make it anywhere up there, the only way they'll give you any of, fame, celebrity, money, or whatever, is if you're going to give something to them. Like, I think they take more than they give. Like, because what they give isn't really what you need in your soul. Fame and money and stuff. I mean, how many famous people don't even want to be around people anymore? They're just like, they're overwhelmed. People like them and they don't even know them. People, it just becomes like this unrealistic relationship or interaction or something. Like, it's weird. Like, it's really weird. People, like, just sign this. I just want to hold your signature. I just want to have it. Or a picture with this person. Like, when I was really, really young, I think my mom liked, I'm sure she liked Burt Reynolds, but there was, Chris Christopherson. Oh my gosh, she loved him. I can't remember who all was in this movie, but they were filming a movie in Dallas, and that's where I grew up. And it had Burt Reynolds and had some more people, and it was a football movie or something. And so my mom wanted us she took all us kids down to be extras in this movie. And, all you do is sit in the stands. You don't get paid or anything like that. I mean, if she got paid, then, I don't know about it. Maybe $10 for the day or something for her and all her kids. But we went and sat in the bleachers, and we got to talk. I remember I talked to Burt Reynolds. I got his autograph. And back then, we would have these they even had a little book. It said autographs, and then each page you'd have people sign it and stuff. There was a whole bunch of stuff like that when I was growing up. So I had this autograph book. I think his was probably the only autograph I ever had. I don't really remember. I mean, I was pretty young, but I remember, being next to him and talking to him and stuff like that. And it seems like we didn't have phones and stuff back then to do pictures. Like you would have had to carry one of those cameras, the little cube that spun around when it took pictures. It's so funny how things were so different. It wasn't even that long ago. But anyways, I've just thought, how strange, I mean, all the people that become so obsessed with autographs and stuff with people they don't even know. It just seems weird to me. I've met a few different actors. One of the times I met Nicolas Cage, I was madly in love with him when I was young, I just, Valley Girl. I was just like, oh my gosh, he's just so adorable. He's just like, he was like sweet, but he was also kind of like, standoffish or something. I don't know. He was just the cutest character. Every girl that I knew was madly in love with that character. And one night I was in Hollywood. Well, I was always out in Hollywood, but you saw people all the time when you would be out. One of these clubs we would go to, we were in one booth, and Charlie Sheen was in the booth next to us with all his, I don't know, hooker girls, I guess. Just a bunch of, I don't know, I guess he liked strippers and porn girls or something. I don't know, but you could tell. Yeah, it was all champagne and all these girls and him. And, but you'd see people all the time. But anyways, when I saw Nicolas Cage, my daughter or my sister's like, you gotta go talk to him, And then I did. And it just was like, he didn't. Well, why would he give a shit about talking to me? I wouldn't want to go to talk to some stranger. Like, to me, I knew him, or I thought I knew him from watching this. It felt like, that he was that character, but really, no, it's just some guy who, is related to people who make movies and, made movies. He makes a lot of movies, as a matter of fact. But, anyways, yeah, I just don't think, like how some people are, like actors or whatever, they like put them on a pedestal and think they're so, above other people or something. It's like, I don't think that way. They're obviously not exactly what, you think in your brain when you watch them. They're different than what you think, but I sure don't think like they are above other people, especially now, knowing, this. It's like they're so used, like a court jester. They're definitely used. There's definitely puppet masters, the puppets, and then the people being controlled. So, yeah, I guess if you like being a puppet, then, you got the better job in mankind. But, I don't know. And, let's see, there was some more stuff I kept thinking about, too. Gosh, as soon as I stop talking, I've got to try and figure out something else to do. And I'm trying to do all my tools, too. Outside, I have a shed, and how to organize with my tools, which you start finding you need a lot of tools if you do a lot of jobs and stuff. Like, I didn't have them. never made stuff, or I mean, I made stuff, but not like to the point that I make stuff now. Like yesterday, I made a door. Had an old closet door, and I wanted to make one of those kind of doors, you know, that they look like an old barn door, and then they move on that black thing that hangs from the wall. And so I had all the stuff I ordered. I had this closet door, and I had some old wood. It's like barn wood, and I cut it, and I put it all on the door. I still have to glue it. It's really cold. I don't think the glue would set, but it's all laid out, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so cool. Oh, it's so cool. And my stupid thing came. It's impossible. I don't know why I thought like it came and would hang off the ceiling. No, it has to be on a wall. And this wall that this door is on kind of juts out. So there's nothing to put this thing to hang the door thing. And then it's out in my shed that I'm making into a guest house. So it's lower, you know, like a space above the door is much smaller because it's a shed. It's a big shed, but it's a shed. And so anyways, that thing won't fit at all. Now I've made this cool ass door, and I gotta figure out how to hang it. I think I'm gonna try doing some like big hinges on the inside and see if it will come out like that. It's really cute. I really want to use it somewhere. But you know, I've made a lot of stuff. I made a deck. Never would have thought I could make a deck. And it's not just like a square deck. It's like, I don't know, it's artistic. It's like a shape. It's got all these different shapes and stuff. I don't know, I thought it was cool. And, I don't know, just doing all the rocks. Man, picking up all those rocks, that's good exercise. If you ever want to exercise, go out and pick up giant rocks. Just pick them up. Kind of like, I think that's what they do, kind of like those bell things, the exercise, you know, they've got those, and they've got a handle on the top, and then you, I can't remember what they're called. Maybe they're called dumbbells. I thought dumbbells were those big long ones. I don't know. But when you do that, if you've ever done that exercise where you do that thing, you know, there's a whole workout to that. I used to have one, and then somebody wanted to borrow it, and then I didn't get them back, and then I don't even know. There's so much stuff that you just lose track of. But anyways, picking up rocks is picking up rocks is more real. Doing that other thing is artificial. You don't work out near as much muscles doing that. If you go out and start picking up rocks, oh my gosh, big giant rocks, yeah, it takes way more muscles. Like every muscle, when you're picking it up, every muscle in the back of your legs and your stomach, it takes a lot. And then to carry them, walking, carrying these giant rocks. Yeah, I did that all summer. And then, you know, you feel so good. Like I was telling my neighbor, because now she's been doing rocks. They dug out their whole yard, and there's so many rocks here. They have so many rocks. She's just putting rocks all over, like everything is lined with rocks, giant rocks, not little rocks. And looks really cool. But I was telling her, man, you started doing the rocks, you just feel so fit. You just feel like, man, I can pick up anything. I feel strong and stuff. So I was really liking all summer, you know, having all this stuff to do and picking stuff up and feeling active. And it made, you know, and who would have thought quarantine was just going to keep on going, keep on and keep on. It's like, how much time do I really need to just sit here and think? Like, is there a lot more stuff that I need to try and figure out or heal or consider something? I mean, I'm not really sure what is going on. Like today, it's like, is everybody else out there just living their lives on, you know, they're on Twitter, they're on YouTube, they're doing stuff, and I don't know, like I know my neighbor doesn't have it, so, you know, I know there is some people who don't have, I mean, they don't have power or internet, they don't have anything. And I'm just so thankful. Yeah, and you know, the generators are loud. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. When I first moved up here, I didn't have a generator either. And the power would go out, and I would hear all this noise outside. All of a sudden, it would just be like all this loud humming. And so then you'd hear all these generators just kicking on all over, and it's super black. It's dark out when you're out here. Like, they don't have street lights and stuff all over the place. There's no light. And then when you're a lot of trees, like in the foresty area, the moon is blocked out a lot, so you don't even have that light. It's very dark. It can be creepy. I don't like to be outside in the dark, and it kind of sucks when it's winter and dark. You know, when it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you walk down to get your mail, and it's pitch black, and it's scary. And then you hear something, you know, make a noise in the trees next to you. It's creepy. And then plus, if you are like me, who believes in supernatural stuff, and to me, it's like, oh my God, is there a skinwalker out here? Like, I don't know. I know there's creepy stuff in the forest. You know, just like there's creepy stuff in the ocean. I mean, there's stuff that we don't understand, and they keep so much stuff from us that, yeah, there's so much stuff that's out there that to us, it seems like, oh my gosh, that's so creepy, because nobody's told us about it. It really is out there. There's stuff, you know. I definitely think there's really all this stuff. It's all in different realms too. And like I said before, you know, I think there's people who can see in the realms. I don't think realms are just like separate. It's just all there. Everything's there. It's what you tune into. It's where you're focused. And there's something about being incarnated that you are so focused on the material world. Like, I'm really curious, like, when we are more expanded, our consciousness, will it be like that we are able to leave our bodies all the time? Or are we going to be taking our bodies with us? Like, when they, do we just learn how to control matter, and we know how to control our bodies and move them through things? Like, I'm really curious about all the stuff that we're going to learn. I'm really excited for this new existence. And I think for sure, with these med beds and stuff, I'm going to go in and get all my stuff healed, for sure. My brain, my scoliosis, all this stuff. I can't believe how yesterday when I was taking a bath, and I got out, you know, drying off in the front of the mirror, and I was like, oh my gosh, my belly button is so, like, nothing lines up. So everything, but then if you try and turn to get that in place, then the hips aren't right. Like, everything, and when you have scoliosis, it just, like, it twists everything. I don't even know how it works. But like, your hips become crooked and twisted. Your everything is just like not lined up. It was so funny when the guy was doing this tattoo on my stomach, and it was right under here. It's supposed to be like those belly dancer things hanging down, and he was like really thrown off by trying to because, you know, it's supposed to go down and have a thing coming down. Well, when it's going down the middle, it's your belly button sitting over here. He really had a hard time with that. And you know that I've shrunk so much too. I was thinking yesterday when I was looking at that, I was thinking, I wonder if that's why I've shrunk so much, that it's twisting me or something. But anyways, I'm gonna get that fixed, get my brain fixed. Even though there's a lot of stuff that I learned having a brain injury that was like extra parts, like all the stuff that's sitting out here right now. It's like, there's a lot of stuff that, you know, I use my brain for that was unnecessary. that it doesn't really matter that that's gone. Stella, she's so tired. Oh my gosh, she's been so grumpy lately. And it's still with the crying. I don't know if it is that she just misses Winston, but I don't know what it is. But when she starts crying, it like panics me. I'm like, oh my gosh, could she be sick? Could that, because Lucy, she seemed so perfectly fine and then just died. It's horrible. God, that was horrible. Winston, there was so much more time to prepare. I don't remember if I said when, before the vets got here, you know, I did a whole ceremony and I smudged everything and I, you know, called in his spirits for his guidance and everything. I thought, you know, we really should do that more. You know, I know back in the olden times when someone was sick in their bed and they were dying, they would always open their window so that the spirit could leave, so it wasn't trapped in the house. But I think we will have more kind of, I think things are going to change, you know, just everything about life and death. Another thing too, with the humming, the loud humming with the generators. Oh my God, so loud. It's like noise pollution in your ears. Like your ears start to just be like, please have some quiet. It's like right now I can hear the generators so loud outside. And lately, I always had it, but lately the past few months, these high-pitched, super high-pitched sounds in my ears. And sometimes they'll hurt. It'll just go super high-pitched. And one day, I was just sitting here, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know that I hear that, this humming all the time in my ear. And sometimes it goes louder and the more high-pitched. But when I was a kid in Dallas, we had these things they're called cicadas, but we called them Locust. And they are the coolest, like most prehistoric looking bug. I don't even know if it's a bug. It's probably called something else. I don't know, arachnophobia, I don't know, arachnoid or something. I don't know. But whatever they are, they're called cicadas, and they're we called them Locust, and they were these coolest things. But they would stay, like, I guess they stay under the ground or something, and then they'll come up at a certain time, and then they'll fill the trees. So when you walk outside, you hear them. It's like a background. It's like white noise all the time outside. And I noticed the other day that I have that. Like, I can hear. There's not, even if it's complete silence, no snoring, no generators, the heater's not on, nothing. I can still hear like noise, a background sound, like those cicadas. And I keep wondering, like, I wonder if, you know, what this means, what this is all about. Is this like moving through dimensions somehow or something? Is it moving in, like, is it, I don't know, make you more buoyant or something when you raise your vibration and then there is more sound or something? I don't know. It's definitely, there's a lot of things that have changed or shifted. Oh my gosh. I kind of wish she would just stay asleep for a little while. She just will not quit crying. And then as soon as she wakes up, she wants something to eat. Then she wants to go outside. Then she wants to come in. Then she wants to lay over here. Then she wants to go back over there. Then she'll just sit and cry. It's like we just keep doing it all day, every day. The same things. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just gonna be so glad to just go into the next thing, next reality. I'm pretty sick of this one. I'm happy with my life and stuff like that. It's just this very drawn out, boring isolation. And you know, another thing too is, I don't know how many people who are single who, you know, choose to be single, but I was choosing to be single. I mean, I'm still single, but I was choosing it. But so many people don't. If you're single, they can't wrap their head around it, that you're choosing to be single. Everybody thinks like, you know, that's weird. Why would you choose to be single? Why wouldn't you just go out and just date everybody and try and find that person and stuff like that? I was like, I don't know. I don't have any desire to do that anymore. I just feel like that at the right time, the universe is going to bring me the right person. And I'm just, I don't know, you just got to trust that. And the rest of it is all about healing. But you know, I'm not going to go out and do all that. Try and find the person. I'm going to try find somebody. You know, I'm happy with my life. And, you know, one thing, when I've spent all my life being in relationships, being single is fun. It's got a lot of good things to it. So, yeah, I'm going to appreciate all of that while I'm living that. So I'm not saying that is the thing. I think it is, you know, it's just that everything being locked down, the stores, and, you know, not being able to go and listen to music. I'd really like to go and listen to live music. That is the biggest thing that I want to get going out here. Especially out here, it's so perfect for that. There's so much open space and fields and stuff. And getting it organized. I'm sure a lot of those fields are owned by people, but I don't know. I just think that there's gonna be huge changes. And, you know, I want to be a part of changing things for the better. And I don't know. I don't really have that much to talk about, I guess. Sometimes I feel like I'm just saying the same things over and over. I don't know. Maybe I am just limited in my thoughts. I just repeat the same things over and over. I don't know. Probably make a difference if I had someone to actually talk to. But stores, restaurants, everything. Yeah, and then when you don't live close to your family and stuff, like if you live close to your family, you'd still get together, you know, with them. But yeah, I have to drive 6 hours to go over and visit them. I think I'm gonna do it next month though, or maybe at the end of this month. I don't know. One of my daughters is moving, and I think I might do that just so we get out of here and go do something, go help her move. So, okay, well, I don't know, with this little face right there, what's the cutest little face? It's the cutest little face. Okay, well, who knows? Maybe I'll be back to talk to you, whoever it is.